Okay, so now I'm going to talk about what we do now that we've got our self-assessment answers and we're ready to put them into the application and then we're ready to submit. So far in this series, we have first talked about registration as a provider. I've done a video that walks through every step through the application. I've done a video around understanding the registration groups and what you need to apply for and what they all really mean. I've done a video around how to develop self-assessment answers, another video around using ChatGPT for your self-assessment answers, and now we're talking about how to submit the application and get the scope of audit form. So I'm at Proda, I've logged in and I'm going to come to my application portal. When prompted, I'm going to click I agree. I'm going to come down here to my number of drafts in my applications. And I clicked view underneath the application I wanted to access. This brings me to the application and you can see I've got all these green ticks. So if I've just generated my self-assessment answers, I can come back into here, click view, and I can update any of those self-assessments from those ones that I've used ChatGPT to do or that I've done in other areas. So as an example, I have the ones open that we just did inside ChatGPT, and I can paste those straight in here as an example and click save and continue. Do that through all of the ones until you get this beautiful green tick. You then just want to make sure that everything else is correct and that you have all of these green ticks. And when you do, you come down to declaration. This is when you're declaring that everything is truthful and correct. You want to make sure everything is good. And when you're ready, you click submit application. Once you've submitted the application, you can see it on this page and you can see the information of it all here, and you can see this scope of audit form, and you can download this scope of audit form. Now, this scope of audit form is what you need to provide to your auditors as the next step to book in that audit. It's a really important document. You can't actually go to the next stage of audit without having that scope of audit form. And in the next video, I'll walk you through how to read the scope of audit and what to do next. So as soon as you submit your NDIS application, a scope of audit document is generated. That's what I've got up on my screen here. Let's have a look at it. So our scope of audit document includes the name of our organisation. It includes details of the applicant, the primary contact, the initial scope of audit details, the standards you're being audited against, the registration groups you added, your service delivery profile and your participant groups, and your outlets. Now, the reason for this document is that it's used to give you a quote for audit, and it's used by auditing bodies to make sure that they're auditing you against the right items. If you've changed something since you've applied, you have to let the auditing body know. You can't just get another application and amend it without doing the whole thing again. So you download this from the NDIS Commission portal once you've submitted your application. It's also emailed to you. We send this over to your auditing body of choice and you lock in an audit date. It's a very important document. It's important that you keep a copy of it and that we use this as the document to start preparing for audit. Our next video, we're going to talk all about starting that audit prep.